5 years ago, Dr. David Atwell had a problem with his busy medical practice.
We had a lot of difficulty in our office trying to fit patients in who needed care urgently, and we were losing a lot of patients also to walk-in clinics, so I found that I was seeing all of the difficult patients, and then patients that we were squeezing in tended to make our whole office schedule run late.
When he explained to his MOA that he wanted to adopt advanced access scheduling, leaving blocks of time each day entirely unbooked, he was not greeted with a lot of enthusiasm.
I thought it was going to be pretty hard to get those appointments scheduled, that it was a pretty crazy idea to open up that much time throughout the day.
Sheila was already juggling a complicated booking system, squeezing last-minute visits in between other appointments, at lunch, and after the official end of the day.
You never know when you're going to get sick or someone is injured, and it's very difficult. It was very difficult to get into the doctor's office.
And Dr. Atwell's problem was not unique. In Penticton, much the same situation existed in Dr. Jeff Harry's office.
I was still seeing as many people as wanted to see me. I was just making them wait for 2 weeks. It just makes no sense.
We had long waits in the office as well.
The idea to leave blocks of time for same-day appointments, called the Advanced Access Model, is part of a growing movement to redesign scheduling in primary practices to focus on the doctor-patient relationship.
If you can see a patient when they want to be seen, that's absolutely the best time to see them. It's the most efficient time, it's the most compassionate time, it's the best time to see them. It's faster.
How are you? Good. A bit cold.
The model is based on research conducted by a California doctor, Marvin Smoller, suggesting that demand for urgent appointments is predictable, steady, and equal to the supply of appointments available in a practice.
If you can nip a problem in the bud, it might actually prevent a hospital admission or having to deal with a much more serious condition later on. I think it improves medical care for patients very significantly. The other thing that I believe that it does is it reduces my medical legal exposure. And the reason for that is that Sheila, my medical office assistant, is not having to triage patients.
Doctors can resolve the immediate issue before it compounds into multiple complaints or complications. The most important benefit? Improved medical care.
He was on medication and it wasn't working, and they started crying and getting fussy, so I went to the walk-in clinic and the wait was over an hour. And so I came down here and it was about 4:30, and they brought me right in and saw him in 5 minutes, and we were on our way. We didn't have to wait. It was great.
For doctors, advanced access scheduling doesn't mean more work. It just means doing today's work today. They see more patients in less time and ensure continuity of care.
The fact that we run on time and I get my lunch breaks and I get to get out of the office on time is also less stressful for me.
For patients, something magical happens. They get to see their own doctor when they actually need to.
It's been a phenomenal experience because if I'm ill, I will phone and I'll get in. If there's a medical issue that is of concern, we don't have to wait. We're in that day.
Way less stress. It's stressful when you come into a room 40 times a day and they're mad at you. If you make them wait for 2 weeks when they're worried about this lump in their breast or that they can't pee or all these other things, they're mad, and they should be mad. And that takes longer to deal with.
Both physicians report their time is better used. They have more time to spend with patients needing longer appointments for chronic conditions. Drop-in visits are usually quick appointments for immediate but minor concerns, or even just prescription refills.
From the business point of view, our practice has seen approximately 25% increase in net revenue. And the reason for that is that if you can recapture patients from the walk-in clinics, those are typically your easiest, lowest intensity visits, then you're actually seeing extra revenue.
It's no longer a juggling act for me. It just is simply booking the appointments.
It's wonderful. It's really, it feels good. You feel satisfied. You feel happy that your patients are happy with you too.
We have 4 children, and when there's a problem, it's much easier knowing that we can come to the doctor's office and get in.
And it's actually a real shot in the arm for us in the office to feel appreciated by our patients.
Everyone agrees on one thing about advanced access scheduling: they would not go back to the old way.
I'd say no way, not a chance. We're keeping to it.
If I was forced to go back to the old system, I would seriously consider not being in general practice the way I am right now.
It's a way better way to practice. Couldn't go back.
It's a win-win for everybody.